Hello, welcome to LARK UK. So today we're going to cover heart rate training. Do you do it? Should you do it? What method do you use? Do I do heart rate training? So we're going to just delve into that topic of running and how do we utilise our heart rate data to help us train better and smarter. We'll open up a discussion in the comments as to whether you use it and how do you use it. But let's dive straight in and cover heart rate training as part of our running. So welcome back to the channel. If you're new, then feel free to look back through the playlists and the back catalogue of vlogs I've already done. But today we're going to cover heart rate training. So yeah, drop in the comments if you use heart rate training. I know there's a couple of methods out there. There's obviously zone heart rate training where you run in specific zones, zone 1 to 5. There's also the MAF or Maffetone method, maximum aerobic function method, which again I think the aim is to run and keep your heart rate below a certain level for all your runs, and obviously that then helps you build up aerobically at a not too maximal level. Again, I'm no expert in this, so again, drop in the comments if you use any of these methods or another method I've not mentioned, and if you find it beneficial and how it actually works. So yeah, so I'm no expert on heart rate training. The whole point of this vlog is just to open a discussion. Those people that have got far more knowledge and experience of utilising heart rate training can drop it in the comments. So yeah, so in this vlog I'm going to cover why I don't use heart rate training and my opinions as to why I don't utilise it. But again, that's not me to say. I'm not preaching, as always. I don't preach about anything. That's just my opinion. The whole aim of this is to open up a discussion, and I'm happy to learn off other runners and maybe even try and implement some of these training methods, try them out, see if they work for me. But yeah, so I do not currently use heart rate training. That's not to say I don't look at heart rate data. Yeah, so I don't currently use heart rate training. I do utilise my heart rate data. I don't hide the data. I always have it running on my watch. It's running right now. But over the last couple of years, I've utilised just basically running on feel. And my reasons for this, I'll go into now. So yeah, so I don't currently use heart rate training specifically. I do look at my heart rate data. I do utilise the heart rate data to kind of inform my training and adjust it. But I don't just prescribe or subscribe to a particular training method. And the reasons why: one, I find that running on paces and running on feel generally works for me. Yeah, running to feel works for me. I'm getting pretty good at it. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I can pretty much get close to where I think I need to be in terms of just running on feel without having to rely on a watch to tell me my specific pace or heart rate. Yeah, it's horses for courses. This works for me. It might not work for everyone. So yeah, drop in the comments what you utilise for your training, how you use it and why that works best. But yeah, I just find the heart rate thing is probably a bit too specific for quite a complex system. So my heart rate generally stays somewhere within the 140 to 175 range, no matter what pace I'm running. Yeah, generally when I'm running easier, it'll be the 140s, 150s, and when I'm running close to maximal, it's more the 170s and one high 160s, which again shows my relative effort. Obviously the higher the heart rate, the higher it's working, the harder I'm working. But yeah, just using heart rate, I find it a bit too simplistic. Obviously in the past I've ran quite an easy pace and had quite a high heart rate, which could be an effect of something else: illness, fatigue, overtraining. So just using heart rate for that one run is a bit too, I'd say, oversimplistic for me. And obviously contrary to that, I've also ran what I think some pretty quick paces, pretty close to maximal effort runs, and then obviously post run you check the data and your heart rate was relatively moderate, which again could be a sign of being well rested, obviously in better health. Basically just your aerobic system isn't being too taxed. So yeah, so it just works for me. Running on feel, it allows you to include other aspects. So yeah, how am I feeling cardiovascularly? My heart and my lungs, are they burning? Are they working hard? But then also you can include your legs, your joints, your muscles. So I could be feeling quite taxed cardiovascularly, but my legs, so I could be feeling taxed cardiovascularly and heart and lungs working quite hard, but my legs could be feeling quite refreshed, and vice versa. I could find it quite easy cardiovascularly, but my legs are working really hard and they're feeling heavy and lethargic. So running on feel allows me to include all these other aspects during a run. So for example, now I'm running kind of a steezy-ish trail run, very light trails, more off-road really, light trails and grass. I'm running at average of 5:20 per k pace, so what's that, saying 8:30 per mile, I think. I'll put it on the screen. So I'm running at a fairly steezy pace for me. I've averaged 5:20. I'm currently running at 5:30 pace whilst I'm vlogging. My legs feel pretty heavy right now because again trail runs seem to sap my legs a little bit more than normal. But if I was to guesstimate my heart rate right now, it'd probably be a high 140s, probably low 150s actually. Just going to quickly check. Yeah, it's 154, so I wasn't a million miles away, and that's just from a couple of years of running on feel. I can generally guess to within five beats a minute. Most of the time I know how hard I'm working from how I feel. So yeah, so drop in the comments if you use a specific training method and why, how the training method works, because again I'm no expert. I'm happy to be schooled on some of these methods and I'm happy to try and implement some of them in my training, see if they're beneficial. But yeah, that's my opinion. I said it's too simplistic for me just to use heart rate data to control my training, and I also find running on feel works for me and it's pretty accurate and allows me to listen to my body as a whole and adjust my training accordingly, whether it to be do more intensive work or ease off. But yeah, so that's about its basic overview. I don't use heart rate training, but it's not me saying that no one should. Like I said, drop in the comments, respond with what you utilise and why, and we'll get a discussion going. But yeah, so we'll wrap it up there. As always, thank you for watching. If you're still watching all the way through to the end, I do appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see everyone on the next one.